Ovo je bilo, ajmo reći, taman negdje tih nekih 35 točki, koliko je. Je okej, ne? Inače, tipa Sferakon, koji se održava godišnje, dobro, naravno, velika manifestacija, tralalala, ali nama pod normalno na Sferakonu imate oko 150 točaka, ne?
Da,
program.
A i plus oni kad imaju, to je sve i uživo, pa to malo drugačije izgleda, pa ima i toga.
Doduše, ne znam, sad kad smo morali biti online zbog korone, bilo je dosta manje. Možda neki 50-60 točaka, jer nije moglo stati više. Ili čak i manje bilo, sigurno, ali nije bilo puno više ljudi na konu ovom online, jer ljudi generalno online konove ne doživljavaju ko konove, nego...
Da, ima i toga.
Otprilike je to joj, sad moram Discord neki instalirati.
Da, ima i toga, puno ima zbog toga. Tako da nije još Discord svima toliko dostupan, Discord je primar gamerska platforma i onda tek za sve ostalo ide.
Da.
Inače, mi bi trebali biti live. Ne vidim na YouTube da pokazuje.
Da se prebacimo na engleski.
I think we should.
Trebali bi, ali ne vidim da pokazuje da smo live.
Are we on the internet?
I don't know!
Where do we input those internet connecting sound in early 2000s?
I have no idea. It does not. I can't find the fucking stream anywhere, for some reason.
I'll check it for you just a second.
I don't see it online.
Come, why?
I'll check my history to find your channel.
that doesn't sound very flattering, to be honest.
At least he has it in history, so that's something. But yeah,
no, sorry, no, live. It is. It's unlisted. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. Where are you?
Why aren't you in my history? That's weird.
Oh,
you are. There you are.
Naming unlisted. Public. Done. Save. And the live chat. See. The OBS.
Yeah, you have 84 views in one day. That's pretty good.
Chat.
Actually, more than we hoped for. If we're honest there.
Alrighty then.
So we're live now? Again?
Live.
Yay!
I don't see it.
Oh, you will.
Yet. I do not see it yet.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
It's gonna be somewhat surreal, probably.
Yay, we're live!
Oh, there we go. You're live. Amazing.
Told you. So, you want music in the background?
However you want.
Faint, like it was yesterday. What was that presentation ambient? Yeah. Minus 30 something. I think it was something like that.
So from these four watching are the ones watching?
Basically, yes. Philip, check if we got music.
Okay. Let's see when the streams actually shows.
Yeah, it was like this yesterday. You know, we went live and at the appropriate time, and then we had to wait for like 10 or 15 minutes until we got at least 10 viewers, and then we started.
Yeah.
I hear no music. Just
really?
Yep.
Really? Fuck you, OBS. Okay, oh, okay. We should be hearing some music now.
Yep,
It's
It's
not too
okay.
loud.
it's good.
Okay. Okay. So, Dower, what's up with the hoods? We can't find any normal picture of you.
It's a tactic.
Okay.
You know, you have to be, if you're an internet persona or trying to be an internet persona, and you're not really good looking, this is how you do it.
Ah, okay. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, Philip, you know what to do. Broadcast us.
Yep.
Share the link. Share it. Share it.
Yes, I'm doing it again.
Yay! Five
I
people.
can actually-
5 people. We need 5 more, and that's it.
Wait, I'll share it on Zmaila Garaja too. Just a second.
Yes. Yes. Bring more peeps.
I will add everyone. Everybody's gonna take it for it. Iz Roca.
What do you think? Did our drunk ass Bosnian join us? No?
I hope not. Alba, if you're hearing this, I'm actually rooting that you come, but I hope you don't. So, there we go.
We were
I've said
promised
it.
some support for drunken Bosnians, so
Oh,
that's gonna be
that's-
interesting. Can't wait! Can't
5 or
wait for that.
6
Oh
drunken
shit!
Bosnians.
He's here.
Well, hello there.
Wow.
On a scale of 1 to I'm totally drunk, how drunk are you?
On a scale from 1 to Rakia.
Oh, then it will be, of course, yes, or Slivovic or something, but let's not get him ideas. Oh, and Adrian is here as well.
Hello.
On a scale of 1 to
Adrian,
shit.
yeah. Alba said yes.
Of course he did. Right. Here, and
So, which of you guys is just Gator is probably, or Joseph is in Ireland?
Yes. I'm in Ireland. That's why I insist on the timestamps, the proper time zones.
got it.
That's why. Sorry. So what? Same like last time. We're gonna wait for 4 more minutes. We start.
Yeah, let's wait until some more peeps come in. We have time, I think. Let me check the schedule.
yeah.
Du-du-du-du-du.
Oh, we should actually say here that we're live. So
Yeah. I mean, we have our own channel, basically, so it's not a problem.
yeah, it is.
Maybe we should put that in Discord.
Yeah, I just did it.
Jel možeš staviti da Roc nije na channelu 2, nego na channelu Roc intervju? Negdje. Ne moraš ono at everyone, ali samo u info stavi. A lot of at everyone's at Discord's not gonna be bad for viewing.
Philip, did you add something to our official Discord, maybe?
Oh yeah. So can little John join? Hey.
I hope he does. I'm sure his comments will be glorious.
If it's going to be gibberish, then yeah.
3 more minutes.
Oh, you added everyone. Oh, it's fine then. It's cool.
Oh, if people are going to hate us, let them hate us.
It's good for you people. It's very good for you.
Yes, wow.
Sorry, not sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry for not being sorry.
Somebody insert Emperor Palpatine meme. Yes, I can feel your hatred.
Do I have any more beer? Oh, I do.
Oh, now you're getting drunk as well.
Of course.
So our interviewer is.
How the hell should I do an interview with you guys?
So our
if not
interviewer is
drunk?
going to be drunk. We got support from drunk people. Wow. Okay.
Wait.
It would seem that
Joseph.
Rots has a certain specific allure for drunkards.
I mean, we do have some certain resting activities of the flesh, but we are missing one thing.
It's a beer and pretzel game. I mean, come on.
But we're missing one of us needs to get drunk as well, so to be complete. So you or me, Joseph.
Fuck off, Philip.
Okay, it's gonna be me.
So what? Didn't
right.
you like tell your mom 5 minutes ago that you have a stream going on? What's she gonna think?
What she's going to
Well,
think.
you know, I already see it in my mind. You know, she comes back, she hears you open a beer, you know, and comes back into the room. What are you doing? That's how it starts. You start drinking online. You end up stripping for money. You show your body. And now my son, my poor son.
I have to admit that's a really subtle way to tell everybody that Philip's living with his mom.
Still in college, okay?
I think that's even worse.
Yeah, it is actually. I'll admit, worst decision of my life is to go in a college in my own hometown. Yeah, yeah, that's what you get for that.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Thank you.
10 minutes are up. I think we can start.
A bit more, but yeah.
No.
Oh my god!
It's okay. Whoever's here, whoever wants to view this here. That's it.
I mean, the video's gonna be up afterwards also, so probably. I'm guessing.
Yep.
They're
The same will up after we
yeah.
end.
Well,
It's going to be live as well.
they're all gonna miss that awkward intros to interviews, so they're not gonna miss much.
Yeah. That's probably going to be the most fun part.
Well, yeah, that usually is the most fun part.
Okay. So, hello everybody. Welcome travelers and adventurers. So, my name's Davor. That's how you say it, Davor. D-A-V-O-R. I had a job with Americans, and they had trouble with my name, so that's why I'm saying it a lot, Davor. But I'm here on this channel of the rise of the Sovereignless, or just, let's say, Rots.
Nice. Didn't stumble too much.
With Joseph and Philip.
You sure it was only one beer?
Let me tell you. It was one beer, but
in a keg, probably. Yeah.
It's that there's other stuff you can ingest into your body.
Oh my! What happened to sharing is caring?
Corona happened.
Oh,
okay. Philip is a little whore, and he doesn't care really.
If anything, there's kind of much of oversharing with this virus out there. I would say. So let's start light. Let's start with that. Actually, let's start with life. How are you guys dealing with all of this with this COVID situation? How's life?
Well, I'm sure I'm dealing better with than Philip. I'm positive, you know. Corona really didn't have much of an impact on me. I was a gamer before this. I'm still a gamer. I don't really go outside, you know. But the only thing that I lost was going out and playing basketball with my mates. That's basically it.
Yeah, about me, well, as being an extrovert,
Oh, fuck off,
so
Philip, again with that.
being the only extrovert, thank you for reminding me, in our team, this actually struck me harder than it should, because, well, there I cannot go out, I cannot hang out with friends outside, there are no parties, no concerts. Legally, yes, of course, but we're talking about legal stuff, aren't we? Then still, well, I'm, as Joseph already mentioned, I am in a college still, so we switched to online rather than being actually present at the university. So there's that. So yeah, I hope not my professors aren't going to listen to this, but I sleep to most of my lessons. So yeah,
Future
I got
Croatian
sleep
teacher.
for a change.
Future Croatian teacher, right there, people.
Don't need to say that. But okay, yeah. But just like Joseph, 2M a gamer, so that part is, well, same. I guess we all have much more time to do it. But one more thing that we actually miss is, well, hang out together and usually creating more content and more memories together that we usually could do, but
Yeah,
now
I'll give you that one.
cannot.
Yeah, going into the same room and playing together, you know, in the same room, with all your mates in the same room. Yeah, I'm guessing that's for all of us geeks here, you know, and fans of tabletop RPGs. I think that's the hardest part, actually.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. It's just not the same. Although there are people that are kind of used to playing online, so nothing really changed for them. Got those also, but for me, it's just not the same. You know, it's weird playing online. But at least we're playing, and we all live in our basements anyway. So
you gotta take the best of it. I mean, before all of this, I didn't even know Tabletop Simulator existed, and now my preferred way of playing any tabletop RPG, for that matter, would be to have like a mini LAN party. So having people in the same room, but I wouldn't bother with with physical miniatures and physical tables. You know, I can play. I think physical dice are nice. I'd roll everything with physical dice, but moving miniatures on the battle map, for me, it's far superior going over in Tabletop Simulator than.
You mean these dice?
Why? Thank you, Philip. Okay, more special effects.
We continue.
That actually kind of reminds me of Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition. They kind of went that way. I don't know if you guys know
the MMO version of D&D.
Yeah, so this would actually be the best time to launch something like that. Probably. They kind of, they were too far ahead.
I mean, in fact, we have 2 D&D games, but one is way old now, the Dungeons & Dragons MMO, and the other is Neverwinter, still some kind of MMO, but as far as we know, those games are
but I'm talking about the Tabletop 4th edition. So the way they went was that they actually made Roll20 is based basically on that 4E version, if I'm not mistaken. So they went out and made the whole thing so you can play it online. And the game is kind of structured so you can easily play it online. It works for that. But as we know, there was no wires back then, so people actually preferred playing live, not online. So that's why kind of the whole flop happened.
Yeah, but they with 4th edition D&D they butchered, what
I
D&D,
know,
you know,
I
the
know,
soul of D&D, what it was, you know. It was just an MMO on played on a table. That's it, basically.
Yep.
It was really weird. You know, it had almost nothing to do with D&D actually.
Yeah, it was a different
Yeah,
game,
definitely,
you could say.
definitely.
Although I do have some friends that were introduced to D&D with 4th edition, and they, it's their first game and they like it. So it depends on from which angle you approach it, I guess.
For us guys who play D&D 3.5, Pathfinder, and maybe even before that, D&D 4th edition was an atrocity.
Well, I was introduced to 3.5, but funny thing is, I actually skipped 4th edition, didn't hear anything about it. Then I heard some friends actually telling me what it is, and I was like, wait, why? Why would you go that route? And I actually never played it. Then we switched to other tabletop RPGs. I think Dungeon World and Pathfinder were the most popular options back then. And then when 5th edition came out, well, yeah, we all switched to 5th edition D&D.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to preach to me. I'm a taco guy, so.
Oh my God! Really? Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
My condolences.
Yeah.
That's a permanent loss on one's sanity.
I even know what it means.
Yeah, to hit
the 0.
Me too. Unfortunately.
So there you go. That's where I come from. So guys, that was a cute introduction, but we're not here to talk about D&D. We're here to talk about Rots. So I have here some questions. We'll see where we will end after I ask them. Yeah, so I didn't watch the whole video from yesterday. Had other administrator stuff to do, and organizer stuff to do with the contribution. But the stuff that I did see, it felt like the game has some similarities, at least with the Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, and that kind of games. At least at the first glance. But it is different in some ways. So I guess my question would be, what would you say? What is the main difference? What's the main thing that makes your game different from D&D and Pathfinder?
Well, as you said, it does have some similarities on first glance, and I'd even go further than that. I'd say a lot of similarities. If you compare the books, for instance, you can see that the books are very similarly structured. And what I liked about D&D and what I despised about, for instance, Savage Worlds, is that structure of their books. I could never reference anything in Savage Worlds. Their books are insane to read, at least for me. D&D, I could find what I wanted easily if I got stuck somewhere, So you've got that. You've got classes, you've got races, you've got backgrounds, all of those terms. They're all going to be familiar to people that have played D&D before. And all of these things, they function similarly in Rots as they do in D&D. But Rots takes a much different approach to how it executes these things. You see, and as you so eloquently said yesterday to me, Rots is sort of high fantasy, It does have fantastical races. It does have magic. It does have all of these things that define a game as a high fantasy game, but its approach to high fantasy is different. It's realistic. It's grounded. It's looking at high fantasy in a way, what if this was real? What if this really were to exist? Now, if that was the case, how would people go about these things, realistically speaking? How would people approach these things? How would they function realistically? In D&D, your character at certain levels, it's basically unbeatable. In Rots, that never happens. The similarities that happen between Rots and D&D are there because D&D did make certain good things, in my opinion. It did get certain things right. you know, and I felt that there was no need to reinvent hot water, you know, reinvent the wheel, so to say. So the difference is basically in the execution.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I would say. What would you say, Philip? Is it a good answer? Are you satisfied?
Well, definitely. I agree with him completely. Although we also do have some rather unique mechanics that and systems that you will not find in D&D and other tabletop RPGs that only further actually complement that grounded approach that we're looking for and trying to strive to. So, for example, that would be the sanity that we also talked a lot about, and how we actually executed the fast and brutal combat.
Yeah, so, look, I mean, as you said, at first glance, it does have a lot of similarities, and it does have a lot of similarities. Not just at first glance, but there are certain unique aspects to ROTS that are not present in D&D, and I think they are not present in any other tabletop RPG, for that matter. What Philip just said, combat. You know, combat at first glance, it does have rounds, it does have turns, it does have some phases to it. You know, it's structured similarly to D&D's combat. But the way you roll attack rolls, the way they interact with the opponent's miss rating, the way your armor affects your defenses, how it lowers your miss rating but increases your chances of converting hits into glancing blows, the level of freedom that you have when choosing your equipment, when building your character, I think that's... it's going to sound bold when I say it, but I think it's pretty unprecedented.
Oh, I mean, it's natural to think about, and it's good to think like that about your own product, I would say. So, I was gonna ask some other question, but something popped into my mind.
Okay.
First thing, I think Philip mentioned it right now. There's a thing called sanity. So is that inspired or taken from the Call of Cthulhu games?
Well, it's more inspired by Darkest Dungeon. I don't know if you know about that PC game, actually. Yeah, more inspired by that, because back there it's called Stress, and while the characters are adventuring, they build up stress. Here, the equivalent of that is sanity points, but you lose them. And after losing a certain amount of sanity points, you will want to go back to civilization, and you will want to partake in resting activities to restore these sanity points. So I'd say it's more inspired by Darkest Dungeon than that, because the loss of sanity points is not permanent. You know, you can restore them by partaking in resting activities. Although the process of restoring these sanity points is not always straightforward.
Right.
Yeah, and also what I want to add, when you actually mentioned Call of Cthulhu, actually the tokens were inspired by board games, and to be precise, Arkham Horror and Eldritch Horror. We were playing those.
Oh, I love Eldritch Horror. That's
we loved it as well. And while we were playing it, the idea actually popped while we were actually looking at those tokens. Like, probably some of us were, Joseph, why wouldn't we use these? Like, it fits perfectly, and it actually goes with what we actually want to represent. So even in that board game, you can lose sanity, and your character can die by losing his sanity. And it actually fitted perfectly for our vision and something that we wanted to recreate here. I mean, you will not die here from losing your sanity, but losing your sanity might eventually lead to your death in combat or wherever. So that's something we went for.
Okay, so my next question, I'm trying to, that's really, this is good. So we're getting into the real stuff here right now, into the meat. But I still want to get a little bit deeper with you guys. So I guess to attempt that, I'll just have to ask first, why? What is the main reason for designing this? We did touch on it a little bit, but did you maybe try first to find another game that would fit your style more? Like you said, you wanted some more realistic style of play, I guess. Or was there any game that fitted your style, or you didn't just find any and then decided, let's just do our own game, and then ROTS was birthed?
Well,
Joseph, you go on with this one.
Okay, so I don't know. I guess I was kind of satisfied with D&D 3.5. Was basically the first edition that I was introduced with, and I started GMing right away, straight out of the bat. And for a time,
forever DM.
yeah, for a time, it was okay. But somewhere around the time when I became a police officer back in Croatia, my rose tinted glasses were removed, and I started realizing what life really is and how people really are. And then it's that experience I had in real life started messing with my gaming experience. Suddenly I couldn't find satisfaction in overly over the top, and unrealistic stuff in tabletop games and games overall. And I started slowly changing the way I GM'd. I started creating more realistic worlds and more grounded fantasies and different settings. And I started maybe even subconsciously searching for let's call it the perfect game, a game that would perfectly balance realism and fantasy. And I just couldn't find it. I couldn't find it in D&D. I couldn't find it in PC games. I couldn't find it in tabletop games. And after DMing D&D for about 10 plus years, I got fed up with it. I homebrewed it heavily. I tried to change it. I tried experimenting with a few different game systems, mainly Savage Worlds, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't it. It wasn't what I was looking for. And at one day, an idea just popped up in my head. If it's obvious, at least to me, it was obvious that there isn't anything like what I'm looking for, so why not create it on my own? And because I was heavily influenced by D&D, I didn't want my game to be so influenced, at least in the negative aspects of what I disliked by D&D. And before really developing anything, I read about many different systems. And you could say I took the best parts of a lot of different gaming systems and incorporated them in some way into ROTS, into what it is now. But yeah, I'd say that period that you asked, was I trying to find something else? It was really short. It maybe lasted like maybe a month, and that's it. It didn't take me long to decide, look, I'm gonna create something entirely new.
I mean, yeah, that's the way to go, I think. So you kind of have to, do your due diligence and make the research.
Exactly. For instance, the Savage system, I liked it more. There was a lot of things there that really spoke to me, and that I liked more, preferred more than what D&D was doing. But as I told you before, their books, they're such a big mess. It's fucking amazing. And you're referencing anything, it's I don't know. And they're too broad to me. If to me, at least in my humble opinion, Savagery has a little problem where it tries to cater to too many things. And yeah. When you do that, you can do it, and Savagery does it, and it is quite successful. You can't say that it isn't. But when you do that, nothing that you actually do is perfect. You're trying to speak to too many different types of players, and then you're trying to speak to too many different settings, and it's just, I don't know. It lacks the focus that more niche settings and games have.
I mean, I think it was meant to be like that. It's kind of like GURPS, if I don't know if you know.
I know what you mean.
It's it's kind of more of a toolkit more than a game, let's say. So I noticed. I don't know if I noticed it correctly. You can correct me, of course. Did Philip say yesterday that there is a resurrection spell that you? I mean, this is very specific. So there is
a spell; it's a ritual.
Yeah, you do have a. You do have a.
Magic.
Exactly. It's magic. You do have a revive spell. You do have a ritual, a resurrection that is a ritual. It's a bit different than casting normal spells. It does require material components, but yeah, magic is a thing in ROTS.
Yeah. So this is actually what I'm getting at is when you say more realistic, and I was talking to this about with Adrian Tchaikovsky, a famous writer that was on ConTribution yesterday. Who says that high magic worlds and world building are back in the game, so we can expect more books on that, hopefully. So what I'm getting at is that the logic in some books or in some games like D&D, where you have a resurrection spell, let's say, they don't really use it properly in settings. What I mean is, if you're like a rich noble guy, why the hell are you going to die? You will not die. You'll live forever. Because although there may be, in your setting that there's a cost, you have to pay it or find it or whatever. But as a noble rich person in some world, you should be able to get it. Probably it's like a Ferrari in our world. If you're rich, you can buy it. So how did you approach this air quotes problem?
Okay. So first of all, this is a great question, and thank you for this one, because this will allow me to.
He's going to rant.
No, I'm not going to rant. No. I'm going to explain certain things, and this is going to be beautiful.
Just let me pour my beer.
Okay, first. No problem. Pour your beer.
Yeah, it's going to be a rant.
No, it's not going to be a rant. This is a beautiful question, and is basically what was going through my head as well. Like, there are certain things in high fantasy and high magic settings exactly like this that make no sense. Like, if you can. If resurrection is readily available to everybody, why do people die? Great question. So how do we handle this in ROTS? As I said, the main difference of ROTS and D&D is how we approach these things. So if you're looking at resurrection, first, you've got the material component cost. That's number one. So it's not readily available to everybody. That's number one. Number two, what if the person has a shit ton of money, as you said, a noble? Well, then, you've got something else as well. When you cast the resurrection ritual specifically, but this applies to many rituals as well, and to certain spells as well, you've got a chance, and it's not a small chance, to fail. So when you're casting the resurrection ritual, you roll a resolution die. Resolution dice in ROTS are basically D6, or normal D6s, and the rule that requires a resolution die tells you how the roll is going to be applied. So specifically in resurrection, you roll a resolution die when trying to resurrect a fallen ally or creature or whatever. And if you roll a 1, the ritual instantly fails. You use up all the material components. So it's a big waste. And on 1 you fail, and the creature can never be resurrected again, never, by anything. On a 2 to 5, the ritual succeeds, but it comes at a great cost to the caster and to the one being resurrected. And the best part is, the GM decides what this cost is every single time. So it can be whatever he wants. It can be a physical disability. It can be a mental disability. It can be a loss of levels. It can be a loss of memory. It can be whatever he wants. He can really fuck up with the players this way. And only on 6 does the ritual succeed without further complications. So you see, the ritual will often fail in some minor way. Sometimes it will fail completely, and very rarely will it succeed. Magic in ROTS does exist, but it's very unstable. It's a luxurious commodity. It's very unstable, and because of this, and because of its instability and how it affects the material realm, most people, especially commoners, are afraid of it and afraid of spellcasters. Which in turn has the effect of most people, we're being realistic here. What you don't know, you fear. What you fear, you hate. Most people hate spellcasters and they hate magic. At least in my setting, in my world, my fantasy world. So yeah, that
would be, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, it's a great thing to get into, and I think you actually got some really good points there. I play D&D, so the specific spell I have a problem with it, so I kind of tweaked it a bit. Actually, ripping off Matt Mercer, as we all do.
Okay.
He's gonna watch this, I'm sure.
Maybe one day.
Shout out to Matt Mercer.
So I tweaked it a little bit also. So I was just going to ask. You were talking about settings and rules and how magic works in ROTS. So basically, ROTS. So does it come with a built-in setting, the rulebook, or does a GM have to come up with a world of his own? How did you approach this part of the book or designing?
Okay, so I've tried to make the player's guidebook specifically as unconnected as much as possible to my own personal setting. Now, what we will, if the plan is to release a Kickstarter and to raise enough funds to finish the player's guidebook and the bestiary. If the Kickstarter is successful, eventually a new Kickstarter will probably follow it, where I will release the guidebook to Everon. Everon is the specific world of fantasy and the setting that I created while creating ROTS. Now, my plan is to have ROTS, the player's guidebook at least, to be, as I said, not connected too much to my own personal fantasy. Why? Because I want ROTS and the player's guidebook to be more like paint and a canvas. It's up to the person how they want to use that paint, how they want to draw, and in what order they want to draw, and what they want to draw. It's up to the GM. Your ROTS is a bit specific, so it is for instance in this allegory it is a canvas and it is paint. You're not gonna be using that paint to paint over the walls, and you're not going to be using your piss to and paint that on the canvas. So you will have some certain specific tools given to you, but how you use those tools, that I'm trying to make it completely up to the GM. And one of the in the first chapter of the book, or the player's guidebook, there is, at the end of it, there is the special rules, and I think it's the second or the third special rule. It's titled GM superiority, and basically it says that your GM is allowed to do everything and anything they want. Their word is law. And they can contradict whatever they want in the player's guidebook. When the GM does it, it's not cheating. It basically how it is. Your GM is the supreme authority of every single game that you play, and that's how I approached it. So there will eventually, hopefully, come a setting that I have in my head, and then I have started writing certain lore about it, and my players, we are play testing the game in that setting, so I do have to have something written for them so they can build up their characters properly and make their backstories properly. But for now, it's the plan is to release it later on, to have the game be as
compatible
Yeah.
with much as
Yeah.
settings that
to
as
allow
much.
any
But-
GM to have whatever they want with it.
Yeah, with that, I also tried GMing rods, and I did have my own setting, and it actually differed quite a lot from Joseph's. I even tried to include more of a high fantasy approach than we have for than Joseph's. That's more realistic, and it worked quite well. It wasn't over the top fantasy, but I could have used a bit more fantasy. Magic was a bit more reliable, and
Yeah,
I did come up
basically,
with some
yeah,
certain
Philip's
things.
setting was way over the top than mine, and surprisingly, it worked out fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm always inspired by, let's say, Dragon Age. That I love that setting. I love that game series. So my setting is something similar like that. So in terms of high fantasy, it's something like that. While Joseph, your setting is what, Dark Souls or something
Yeah,
like that.
basically, yeah, everything's
Yeah.
fucked up pretty much.
Yeah. So there you go. There are the two comparisons of how actually to do completely different settings could work within the same game system. The game system
Right.
actually allowed us to do that.
I mean, there is a term that's used for games like D&D, Pathfinder, and others that are, fantasy genres mainly. There's a term that's called sword and sorcery. So, is this a sword and sorcery game? I mean, could your system be used in other kinds of stories, like, I don't know, slashing horror or
I think
cyberpunk?
it could, and I think it could easily, because if you remove the magic aspect of it all, if you remove the magic aspect of it all, you would still
Malaria.
be left with a very interesting system. Magic is contained in one single chapter within the book, and a lot of the classes don't even have spells available to them. So you could take out like four or five classes out that have spells available to them, and you would still be left with, I don't know, 5 or 6 which don't use them, which don't utilize them. That's number one. Number two, the mechanics themselves, especially how we approached combat, and especially how we approached armor. That's you could use that, and I think our system I don't think there is a system as good as ours to represent realistic medieval combat and how armor affected your character. I don't think there is a system that does as good of a job as ours does. So you could use it for a setting that is like completely medieval with zero magic in it. I could. Now, when you said cyberpunk, I'm not really sure about that one.
Or any kind of sci-fi.
I'm not really sure about that
we
one.
do not have guns and gunpowder.
You can look. You
that.
can, because you've got misrating, which is affected by armor, and in those types of games, you do wear certain types of armor, anyways. So anything that has any connection to armor and combat that has any semblance of realism to it, you could use ROTS easily. The mechanics of it. I'm guessing for cyberpunk you would have to have a system similar to magic, for being augmented by certain cybernetics or stuff like that. And then you could also use ROTS as a system of resource points, of how those certain unique powers granted to you by cybernetics and different types of limbs and implants and whatnot can be used. So I'm sure that the GM would have to I don't know, homebrew it a lot, but certain mechanics can be used, and I really stand by what I said, that certain things that how ROTS does it, I really don't think there is a better way of doing it, especially the defense, hit points, being hit in combat, and how armor affects it. I really don't think there is a PC game or a tabletop game or a console game that does it as good. Not even Dark Souls, for fuck's sakes, my favorite series doesn't go.
So I guess my question, the next question was, what kind of stories could be told with your system? I guess we kind of answered that.
Well, the stories that probably do not have happy endings most of the time. That's
kind of part of the question also. So is it heroic fantasy? Is your purpose of the game, to make the heroes, or are they just like, commoners who stumbled on special abilities at some point, but they're still, HP wise and in other segments still very, very killable.
Yeah.
Yes and no, but mostly yes.
You can't really. If I say yes, it would be a different type of yes than what you think. Well, now let me elaborate this a bit. So we approach, as I already said, we approach fantasy in a grounded way. What if this was real? How would it really function? So if this was real, if magic really,
maybe this helps. Is it more Conan than Lord of the Rings?
It's definitely more Conan than Lord of the Rings, because your heroes, they are heroes. Let's make that clear. They are heroes. They do have abilities that normal people do not, but they are still mortal. They will never be demigods like in D&D. They will never be able to single-handedly defeat an insane number of enemies, no matter how those enemies are weak compared to them. They will never be able to defeat large groups of enemies on their own. Their spells will never be able to kill 20 minions in one spell. It's never gonna happen in Rots. They are heroic, and they are heroes in a way that they use what they have available to try and achieve things that are truly heroic. But what makes them even more heroic in my eyes and in my opinion is the fact that they are so easily killable. They are not protected by plot armor. They are not protected by a ton of hit points, and stuff like that. As I demonstrated yesterday in the combat, Philip's companions and his character were swarmed by one of the easiest creatures to fight against in Rots, and I mean, I wrecked him. I know, Philip, that you would disagree, but I fucking wrecked you, man. And that's how it goes in Rots. That's how it is. If you fail in your positioning, if you fail in planning, if you approach your opponents carelessly, you're gonna die. No matter what level you are, no matter how strong and powerful you think you are, the game will teach you that you are. You may be special in certain ways, but you're so ordinary in others.
And the thing is, the other thing I wanted to add before Joseph started to explain all of this, when you said what kind of stories we want to tell, actually a lot of it depends on GM as well. Joseph, well, his GMing is, well, let's say,
Dark Souls, like a family-friendly affair, Casual.
Of course. Casual family affair, yeah. So basically,
it's Bridgerton. Probably.
Yeah. So what he actually described there was, accomplishing a victory in a fight in, let's say, in D&D usually means, okay, we survived, let's go, yay. We survived the fight, yay. Here, holy hell, we fucking survived this shit. Yeah, there's a difference, right there, because the sense of death at the door and you being at death's door almost, constantly, dangers lurking everywhere, and you know that you have certain abilities and certain items that you can utilize, and that's it. There will be no godly interventions and god-killing powers, and you will not be a god-killing machine. You're just a mortal. And when you just achieve simple things from a realistic perspective, surviving a combat encounter when enemies outnumber you 3-1, and you actually pull it off, that actually gets you a sense of pride and accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, it's like real life, isn't it? superheroes and stuff like that, those are tales for children. What are the real heroes? Moms and dads that go to work every single day, that fight for their families, that earn income in a world that despises them and, try to be something different. Those are the real heroes. It's the same in ROTS. You can have all those powers, but if you don't utilize them in a meaningful way, if you don't try to help somebody, it all goes to waste.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is gonna be a controversial question, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Okay.
So what's to stop a person? I mean, obviously, Joseph, you tried it, didn't work. Maybe you can elaborate on why it didn't work for you. But what's to stop a person if he has similar, views on D&D like you, and just say, okay, I'm not gonna play Eberron, I'm not gonna play Forgotten Realms. I'll just make my own setting that's really low magic, more realistic. The dragon's gonna be nearly impossible to kill. There's no gods. Resurrection doesn't work, and there we go. I made a low magic system. Mages are found very rarely, so I don't know. You can ban even some certain classes like sorcerers or something like that. I don't know, and then it might work, or maybe it doesn't.
No, I don't know why you would think it's a controversial question. It's an excellent question.
As you can see.
The reason why it didn't work for me, and the reason why it wouldn't work, and I'm 100% sure it wouldn't work for your hypothetical person trying to do it, is because the core mechanics, the most basic of basics, are built to cater to a high magic, high fantasy game. It is obvious. It becomes instantly obvious with hit points. At level 1, you start with, let's say, 10. At level 10, you got what, 100? More, depending on the class that you play. At level 20, who knows how much. What happens is, you get a sword strike at level 1, which deals 6 damage to you. Okay, you have 10 hit points, you lost 6, you got 4. Fucking hell, that almost killed me, as it should be. At level 10, you get stabbed 10 times, you don't feel it. Where's the realism in that? You can make dragons overpowered as much as you want. You can ban magic, but you can never get around that. What, you leveled 5 times and suddenly you grew another pair of lungs, or another heart, or your skin has 3 or 4 or 5 new layers on top of it, which now protect you against damage. Where's the realism in that? And you can say, look, it's not health, it's hit points. It means that because of my experience, I dodged that blow. It didn't really hit me, My experience saved me here. But why did the opponent then roll the attack roll? Did he not physically attempt to hit you? And why were your hit points then reduced? Were you not hit? Why did he have to roll an attack roll that would beat your armor class if the opponent didn't actually hit you? What was the point in that? So the simplest, the basics, the very basics would make it impossible, and that's what happened to me actually. That's what I started. That's basically the reason why ROTS exists now. Hit points and armor class. Those two things, they never sit with me, and I still think they are the most stupid mechanics ever to exist in tabletop games and PC games.
And there you go, he said it.
We should have named this. We are hating D&D.
Look. I know you're joking. I know you're joking a bit, but it's good to elaborate on this. I don't really hate D&D because I'm always going to be grateful for D&D, and I'm always going to be grateful to Gary Gygax because of D&D, I was introduced to this wonderful world of tabletop RPGs and fantasy. And being
Gygax saved us all.
Being an introverted person, being bullied a lot, having an alcoholic father, for instance, that really fucked up with me a lot. And D&D was my escape. And D&D, I would say almost in an equal measure, helped me like my own personal beliefs and my faith. So it's always played a large part in my life. I don't have a problem with D&D's high fantasy, and I don't even have a problem with D&D's high magic. What I do have a problem with, not only with D&D, but with any other game, is the unrealistic approach it takes with high fantasy and high magic.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more at stake in your games, and I think that makes it more fun. And I mean, we can conclude, so because we're kind of running out of time, we can go over a bit, but what I was trying to say, all of you DMs or GMs out there, if you're playing D&D, do not attempt to make a low fantasy or low magic D&D setting. You have a game for it. It's called Rods.
Exactly.
So,
No more
You don't have to
homebrewing.
think.
Welcome to the family. Play Rods.
There we go. So, guys, you mentioned. Let's go to the marketing bit a bit. So, to conclude a bit with all that we were talking about, you mentioned that you have a Kickstarter. So, I don't know, maybe plug in where people can find you. How can they support you? What will they be getting? And by the way, the art is beautiful. It's amazing. Wanted to say that a bit earlier, but forgot. Sorry.
Shut up.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Take it
so
away.
basically we are planning a Kickstarter. Hopefully it's going to be this year.
Hopefully.
Now what we did do is release a demo book. I think the link is in this video's description. It's available on Drive-Thru RPG Games. It's probably going to be available on, is it Itch.io pronounced? Something like that? Itch.io?
Itch.io, yes.
We're going to make it available there as well. It's completely free. It allows you to play test the game and see is Rods something that you would be interested in. It is a bit limited. You can only play up until level 3, and you do only have 4 pre-generated characters. But 90% of all the rules are there. You can. It's built in a way to allow you to have a clear picture. Is this something that would interest me or not? You know, we're not trying to replace anything. We're Rods is like life. We're just offering you options. That's it. That's all. Where you can directly contact us is on our official Discord server. The link should also be in the description of this video. You can also check out our
You
can also check out our main webpage where there's a bit more information on the game as well. And we do have a Facebook page where we announce everything that we're going to be doing. And we do have as you all know now watching this, we do have a YouTube channel where we periodically release videos. And our main plan now is to film our upcoming sessions of our new campaign. The plan there is going to be it's going to be edited. So we are not Matthew Mercer and his team. We are not professional voice actors, and I can't imagine anyone spending 8 or more hours watching unedited raw footage of us playing Rods. You know that I wouldn't watch it, and I fucking love Rods. So it's going to be edited, and the sessions are going to be condensed, hopefully to 40 minutes or maximum 1 hour. Where I'll take the highlights and narrate what had happened and show in every session, show a bit of our game mechanics and stuff that's happening. So you know, we appeal to those that just want to listen to the story and those that want to see more about the game and stuff like that. All of this is done to market the game. Our game is ready for a Kickstarter. On top of that, I've even done certain things that I thought I'm gonna leave for Kickstarter, and I've done it in advance. I've spent a lot of time, me, my team, my artists, doing this, and we've poured our heart and souls into this project. And the only thing that we need now is word of mouth. You know, to spread awareness that this game exists, that it is a valid option, and yeah, basically just market the game. Just, you know, shove it into people's hands.
Just to let
If I can put out a suggestion, I mean, it is kind of public, but nevertheless, make a fucking Twitter account. So, it's very easy to. The community for TTRPGs on Twitter is really, really great. You just put in hashtag TTRPG, hashtag DND5V, hashtag DND, and everybody from the community will see it. I made like 300. I got 300 followers in like a month. It's super easy, and I'm not even really that active.
Oh, okay. Well, okay,
so-
okay. We'll definitely do that. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah, and it will give you a really good insight on the community and what they're asking for and what they follow. And you'll see how many developers are developing and making stuff, and how many YouTube channels there are, and how many other stuff there is, artists, and all of it together. There's a lot of stuff out there. Just so you know.
I mean, we
But
also had
we have this guy named Philip, not this Philip, but the guy named Philip, who's a developer who can actually help you with this, with a shout out or something, and you'll get noticed. It's not going to be a problem.
Okay.
So, guys, I think we made it to the end. Is there anything else you would like to say to the people who maybe want to try something else that's more high staked, high fantasy,
grounded,
sword and game?
Yeah. Well, what we can say is, we welcome you all. First of all, we think that we have something here that's definitely going to interest you, and something that's rather unique. And this is a unique opportunity to get yourself familiarized with it and actually have fun for a change, to enjoy something like this.
Well, look, I'm sure people enjoy what they're doing, but as Philip said, you have an alternative. You have an alternative now. If ROTS is mainly, it is mainly aimed at that niche people that really like high fantasy, but preferred it. Their approach to it was more realistic. So, yeah, everybody's welcome, basically. I know your pain, people. I DM'd D&D for 10 plus years. I know the pain. I know the hair loss that you get from just by book, but the problem with bookkeeping, with the problem with initiative and fucking hit points.
Yeah, he went bald because of that, as you can see.
Clearly. So I know your pain, and if you want an alternative, D&D is fine, nothing against it. But if you want something else, if you want to try something else, and not only if you're coming from D&D, there may be people, and I've had a lot of this recently, who only played PC games. And they were interested, like, wow, what's this? What's a tabletop RPG? Yeah, those people still exist. Yeah, people that don't know what a tabletop RPG is. I know. I was shocked as well. But yeah. But yeah, that's it. Basically it.
Yeah, generally join us on our Discord and join the
thank you for this. Thank you for being a part of ConTribution. Hopefully you had fun watching this. I mean, we tried, at least. And hopefully it will make you donate some money to the people that are suffering from the earthquake in Banja in Croatia. And yeah, I guess that's it, guys. That's the way the cookie crumbles, or whatever you say it.
What we do, we do have a little tradition here at ROTS, Philip.
You then.
Yeah, we have a little tradition.
We do.
Yeah, we do have a little tradition. So, as I'm constantly reminded, I have to say certain things whether I like to or not at the end of every video, and that is like and subscribe.
Shout out to Eric.
Godspeed, adventurers.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Now, first of all, we have to remove the presentation ambient, the combat video. There we go. Back in Tabletop Simulator. Okay, there's still 7 people watching us. Amazing. Amazing. They didn't have enough. All right, so shout out to you lovely 7 people still watching. I don't know how many of you watched us yesterday, but the plan was to have another combat encounter between Philip and me. Now, is there any
Questions?
are there any questions? Yeah, before we proceed with this, and should we even proceed with this? I know maybe you all saw it yesterday. Maybe you had enough. You know, just hi Ivana. Leave us a comment if you have any questions. Please just ask us anything you want. And if you want to see this combat encounter, I know maybe you had enough. You know, maybe watching me wreck Philip's ass was, you know, having that once was enough. I don't know.
No, Adrian. No.
Shut the hell up. Well,
you can come to help me like you were supposed to do yesterday.
Adrian, first of all, shout out to Adrian. He is alongside Philip, a main game tester as well. He has been within the ROTS team since the very beginning, through the good and the bad. And yeah, like Philip, he has endured me and my GMing for all this time. So yeah, shout out to Adrian. Okay, so let's start with the questions then. If there are any questions, you know, if you thought anything was interesting about the interview that you heard, maybe want to hear something more elaborated, this is the perfect opportunity to ask those questions.
And Alba, don't ask with alcohol. Enough of that, please. I think you missed, but there was a talk about it.
Yeah, I noticed on the chat that you were, doing something that is completely not ROTS related. But okay, yeah, I know who was involved in it. So,
did you went into single player again for server?
Did I?
Because I do not see your server online.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I invite you. Oh, you're not online on Steve, my friend.
What? But how?
But Steam magic.
God damn you, Steve.
Look, I can.
Why are you like this?
Go to the main menu, you know.
Okay, I see it. I see it.
Now.
Mm.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
That's what you get for using Steam, I guess.
Nah, that's what you get for having shit internet, I guess.
Thank you, Croatia. Thank you, Slavonski Brod. Thank you, Tekom.
Okay. Join me, Philip, in a possible combat encounter. We'll see. Okay, you lovely people. Come on, we got 8 people watching. Come on, you gotta comment something. You gotta tell us something. Okay, if there are no questions, which is really surprising, and I'm kind of disappointed with this. Does anyone actually want to see the combat encounter? I think most of you were here yesterday, and I'm guessing most of you saw it. And those that didn't, you know, probably are members of the ROTS team anyway, so you know how this functions.
Shout out to the rest of the ROTS team.
Yeah.
Present here.
Yay, combat. Okay, so Ivana is interested in combat. Okay, so we have 1 vote for combat.
Do we have any votes? Oops, sorry. For no combat.
Yeah, so if there's not gonna be any combat, then we can proceed to the big Q&A where you can ask us anything you want. It doesn't have to be ROTS related, you know. If you want, you can ask Philip about his alcoholic problem and how he's dealing with it.
I don't have it. But our dear friend Muammar here does. I mean, if 3 beers actually get him drunk, then that's a problem.
You see people, that's a staple of alcoholism, you know, blaming it on others.
Okay, goddamn you, dude. You're not making this easy for me, aren't you?
Hey, rots is like life, you know. Life is hard.
I'm not going to comment on that. You know, I'm not going into that.
Can we stop with curse words? What? We didn't say Bosnian, not once. I think we just lost the PG-13.
Can we stop with the curse words? No. First of all, we all curse.
Yes.
And you especially there,
Yeah,
Muammar.
Muammar, you know how YouTube started putting commercials on every YouTube video, regardless if you want ads or not. So basically, it's mandatory now to say fuck at least like 10 times. So the algorithm catches it and it doesn't put ads on your video. So I'm sorry, but yeah.
Oh, like you're sorry, come on.
Okay, yeah.
Dude. Come on, let's be
Yeah,
real
there's 4 of
here.
us sitting here waiting. Okay, we have four people that want to see me get Philip's ass. So okay. Okay, Philip.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Wait, what?
I mean, what?
I don't think people want to see that. I don't want to see that. No, that to the people.
Okay, Philip. As we said yesterday, you can start here. The same
Okay.
team as yesterday. Today you're gonna be facing Kugwar, which have been buffed recently. So fun times.
Yeah, fuck you.
No,
I haven't fucking helped
Right.
you.
exactly.
Look at them. They're ugly.
No, look at the pretty Kugwar. They're so nice looking.
I know I hand-picked the miniatures myself, but still.
Look. I mean, it's a face that only a mother would love.
You mean this mother? I mean, wait, where's the queen? Where is the
Is
queen?
not here.
But we need to go to the
Is
queen.
not here.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So, what you want to face them alone? Damn. Okay,
I'm
kill it.
soloing,
Okay, kill it.
yeah.
No, seriously, you want to solo?
So I'm gonna die in the first
No,
turn.
no. I'll reduce the number of Kugwars.
Mm,
It's up
No.
to you. No. Okay.
no. Please give me admin privileges.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. You forgot
Yes.
to do that.
Sorry about that.
Okay, can I use Solomon, Arandur, and Christoph?
Hey,
I can play their
okay, wait.
characters.
We're gonna ask that. Christoph and Muammar, can he use your characters?
Actually, you two could get your asses over here in Tabletop Simulator.
I don't think Muammar can because he's at the bar.
Okay, intoxicated, yeah, but from
I
3
mean,
beers only.
we
What a
we
pathetic.
don't want YouTube putting ads on the video. What we don't want is YouTube banning us. So is it really smart to invite Muammar at the moment?
I would say for kicks and giggles, but you have a point right there.
Okay, so we're waiting. Look, if they say if Muammar and Adrian say it's okay to use their characters, fine.
Yes, you're open on it, but you're not working on problem.
Hey! You got too many void breakers. What the hell is this?
Can I have like 30 more because I bring the whole guild
No.
for this? Fuck those
No,
bastards.
this is it.
No.
Yes. Okay, where is
Damn.
this one? I mean, seriously, Philip, what the hell?
Yeah, I was just waiting.
What the hell?
This. Yeah. Let's see.
Whoa, you really
Actually,
are taking
I'm-
some liberties with your positioning.
You know what I'm going to do? And I need to do it. And I hope that I will get the initiative first, because if I don't, it's going to be fun for you,
Of
not
course.
for me.
Okay, still,
Actually, do we have music? Actually,
yeah, we have that other stuff. Wait, I'm gonna change it quickly. Oh, now you get a little sneak peek behind for the magic. We have presentation ambient. Pause this. Combat video. DD combat. Let's go. DD combat. Something like this. Okay, now we have music. I'm fairly certain we have music at least.
Yeah. Chat, can you say if you can hear some other music?
I think it should be okay. 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 Let's start. As most of you already know, the initiative is handled by rolling a simple resolution die between two sides. Philip is gonna roll for his side, I'm gonna roll for the cougar. Sorry, I gotta reload this. Lucky for you.
Okay.
Lucky for you.
Oh shit.
There we go,
Let's
there
go.
we go, there we go!
Yes!
No. Okay.
Okay. Okay. History is going to repeat itself, I guess. Good. So, I got my first turn.
Sorry, Solomon said, well, Mommer says it's okay, but yeah, too bad. You already decided, so we're not gonna use the characters, sorry. Okay, Philip.
It took you long enough, Mommer.
You know there's a delay between comments.
Here is not only that, but probably delay from his intoxication, actual words, so.
What, you think he can't type anymore?
I'm pretty sure. Give him one more beer and he'll be passed out. Poor guy, getting drunk only from 3 beers.
Ivana says, let there be blood.
Oh, there will. Right, so, moment phase. Alright. Let's see what we're doing here. Guys, I learned my lesson yesterday. Oh shit. Okay. No, we didn't. Let's go like this. So for moment phase, these guys will charge. We'll have to go like this. It's better for him to go here. Go here.
Okay, give me, with this Voidbreaker recruit, give me a physical check, DC 9.
What? Difficult terrain, are we doing that or what?
Check DC 9. Your GM asked you something.
Can I know why?
No? No,
Holy
you're gonna know
shit.
now if you fail.
Oh my god. DC 9. God damn it. Nope.
Okay, so, as you charged here in this area, because of the bushes, you didn't notice this little terrain raise, and while charging there, you slipped.
Oh, amazing. Great. He'll stay here. He'll stay here. And this guy will charge here. Actually, he is going to stay here because I know what I'm going to try to do with Killer. So I want him to get buff. Only this guy will not get it. But okay, this is the movement phase done. For the act phase, Killer here will use his Eldritch Empowerment.
You metagaming piece of shit.
No, we fought Cougars in the campaign, actually. Killer knows this.
Okay. Fuck you.
It's not metagaming. We fought them, and we killed them.
Fine. Okay.
Alright, so I start with where's my resist points? 15.
So here we have a little list of Kelvin spells. He's using Eldritch Empowerment. For those of you who haven't seen or played Rots in a while, you will notice that spells are a little bit different now. They're much more modular and allow you much more options than before. And condensed.
So, and for now, this is the basic spell, and because I need to overcharge it a bit more, I will need to overcharge it with...
What you gonna overcharge? To center square? Okay, probably. You're gonna overcharge the 2 extra RP for additional wound? Okay, so 3 extra RP plus
3
2,
more.
5 total.
Yeah.
So you cast that as an action, right?
Yeah.
And as a quick action, you're gonna what? I'm guessing battle chant.
Yep. I'm gonna start battle chanting.
I'm in your mind, Philip. I know what you're gonna do.
Of course, you saw me playing Skull for all of these sessions. Of course, you know. And for this time, well, I don't know how many defensive rating enemies have.
I'm gonna mark these allies of yours with green,
Okay.
so you know which ones have the Eldritch Empowerment buff.
Or you could just mark this one with red and he doesn't have it.
No, red is a special color
Okay.
used in special occasions.
Oh, fine. Right. And for my battle chant, I'll go with let's see if protection or aggression.
You don't need aggression. You charge. You get advantage.
No, it doesn't get advantage. Actually,
rating, yeah.
rating
Not really,
less.
you don't need it.
But they have one, yeah.
Sorry.
Then defensive rating it is. Okay. Defensive
warriors
chant.
have 2.
Well, okay. Chant of aggression it is. I'll need to. There's only what 3 warriors here and 1 worker, so yeah, I'm prioritizing on that. In the meantime, this one didn't charge. He just came here. He will use his crossbow to shoot at this one.
The rest.
This Voidbreaker recruit is going to attack this Kubur worker. Vanguard will attack Kubur warrior. This Voidbreaker will attack again Kubur warrior with both his attacks. This Voidbreaker recruit is going to attack this Kubur warrior here.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, let's go with Lieutenant Voidbreaker Vanguard. Not Lieutenant. It's a Voidbreaker Vanguard. So he has D8.
It's an aggression, so instead of
6.
defense rating 2, they have a defense rating 1, which means they're gonna roll only 1 resolution die for their protection save.
He charged, he charged, so he has the advantage.
Yeah.
And it's a hit.
Definitely. Let's see.
Okay, roll our protection.
Save, 1 and 5. Yes. And
Of course, he gets
this is
it.
how you do
That's
it,
for
boys.
Alright, the second attack. Oh shit!
It's a complete miss.
How
It's
much
a complete miss. Google Warrior have 7 miss rating.
Holy.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. That one's
He
done.
didn't do shit.
This one. He has disadvantage.
Yep.
Lovely.
We'll try nonetheless. 5 miss and. Oh.
It's not a crit.
It's
not a crit.
9.
That's
I know.
It's a 9.
But it's a hit.
Protection save. Let's go.
And you fucking get it.
It's another success. Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right. So initially, you charged. One of your recruits tripped, and your Voidbreaker Vanguard and recruit just slammed the Cook War at their plates and did nothing. And you said the guild fought them before. Wow. Okay.
Not these guys.
Excuses.
I did.
Excuses.
See, I'm learning the new guys.
Yeah,
new guys
okay.
the ropes. Come on.
You think they're gonna survive this?
With the rate of how you're starting to roll, probably not. But we shall see.
This one?
Let's go. Yeah. Let's hit him. He has the advantage now.
8. It's a
5 for 8.
Very
It's a hit.
And it goes through.
It's okay.
Amazing. It goes through. Cookware usually have physical
Okay.
resistance, but because of your spell, they deal the eldritch damage now, so they negate this.
Yeah, he deals 2 damage, 2 wounds.
That's
But it denies 2 toughness rating because of the
Okay.
mix.
We are gonna give the warrior 2 wounds. Yes, they have 3 hit points. It's not that.
Okay, and I just forgot, if you're going to allow me, they have decisive on their weapons. So can I reroll one of the attacks of the first recruit there? with disadvantage to see if I'm going to try. Actually forgot about that feature.
I'm gonna allow you this time.
Say probably not 4 and 4. It's an 8 to hit.
No, it was 2 plus 4.
No. Oh, it was 2.
It's a miss.
6.
Yeah,
Nope.
miss rate.
It's a miss. Okay.
Yeah, you see,
Okay.
I allowed you to re-roll that because I knew you were gonna fail. So I got to see you fail again.
Fuck you. Of course.
What's left? The Void Breaker, this one with the second attack, right? Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Let's go, let's go. Crit. It dead.
Son of a bitch.
Killed that one. And this Void Breaker attacking this cool warrior. Let's see. Worker. Right. 4 and 4, 8.
Action save. Fail it. Deal your damage.
So 2 wounds.
Oh man.
And
the,
deny.
the workers have only 1 hit point. Aww.
Alright. It dead.
That's it.
Your turn.
Yep. Excellent. Okay, so because Philip rolled a high resolution die during the initiative roll, he went first. His turn is over now. Cougar's turn. Movement phase, these two are just gonna remain where they are. Really? Can we not?
Oh, is he going to move? Is he going to provoke attack opportunities?
Warrior, can you not?
Oh, Gizmo!
The workers can move for 8 meters and they get plus 2 meters on a charge. 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yay! Charge. 10. Charge.
But
actually, no. They're just gonna move over here. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, we actually forgot about this. He actually went with a crossbow on this Cougar warrior.
Oh well, what can you do?
On my turn.
Now, Philip?
Really? Really? We're doing this now?
Okay, fine. Fine. You try to attack him with a crossbow. Okay. See, I knew you were. Yeah,
it's a complete miss. Then why are you protesting? You're afraid?
No, just to show you that you should be mindful of your actions.
Yeah, excuses.
Okay, the movement phase is done. Act phase. The Cookwood workers only have acid spit, while the warriors have acid spit and claw. Just hit target at 7-1, defensive rating 1, toughness rating less. Gang up oh shit, they got gang up tactics. I completely forgot about those. No, what's the target toughness rating? Okay. Acid spit is affected. Alright. Unfortunately, they don't have ganging up. Unfortunately. These two Cook warriors are going to use their first attack. They're gonna use acid spit on the recruit, and with their second attack, they're going to use their claw attacks.
Okay.
These 3 warriors are 2, 4. Oh, I think they have enough reach to about 10 meters. 2, 4.
10 meters, then yes, on everybody here.
8, 10. Excellent. Okay, all of these 3 Cookboard workers are going to use acid spit on Keldrin.
Okay.
Let's do the Cookboard workers first.
Sure.
It's
you hit me automatically, so just roll resolution dice.
Did I mention that they can use it as an action and a quick action?
I figured so.
Here you go, all 6 attacks. Let's see how many crit. Oh, please be affected. Yes, they are.
On 5. Oh my! Are you fucking kidding me?
3 little crits. 4 critical hits! Yay! They ignore toughness rating completely, which means
I know.
they deal 2 wounds, which means they'll deal 4 wounds minimum. However you put it.
I do have temporary hit points.
Really?
Because of my chance. Yep. I do
Okay,
get
so
temporary
you really
hit
want
points.
me to roll this? You really want me to embarrass you further?
I can survive with a
Okay.
factor of luck.
First critical hit. 2 wounds. Second critical hit.
Oh shit.
2 wounds.
Oh my god.
One
I'm
word.
down. I'm
you
down.
are down,
I'm
and
down.
fourth critical hit is 2 wounds, but yeah, it's the first
Holy shit.
what you call it, the first critical fail, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can roll 2 protection saves for these two. I'll allow it. Because it's a splash attack, you know, and your armor could have saved you from the attack, even if you are not conscious.
I do have 3 and a 5
Okay,
plus.
so roll for the first and then for the second.
First one,
You succeed.
I got
The
it.
second one,
Yep,
you got it. Oh, okay.
I succeed.
And we got these 2 Cougar warriors attacking the Voidbreaker recruit. The first one with his also aced spit. A D8 plus a resolution die. He has to hit him, right? He has.
Yeah, he has 6
some
miss rating.
Okay. Okay. Aced spit is a complete miss. His claw
Nice.
attack is a hit. It's not a critical hit.
Okay.
The target is treated
Okay.
as if having, let's see, 1 defensive rating and 1 toughness rating less. Just so you know.
Okay, he does have from Keller and the buff, so it's 2 on 6 as well. So didn't get affected, but it's 2 on 6. Let's see. Nope.
Okay. The damage he does is 1 bludgeoning damage. He negates 1 toughness.
He has 2 toughness, so
Really?
nothing. Yep.
Okay. This warrior, because he designated it at the same time, has to do the same. The ace
Okay.
attack. No.
It's a complete miss.
Seven, but yeah, he can't.
It's a
he
hit.
can't deal enough.
It's a hit.
With this attack, he can't deal enough wounds to break the toughness rating. No need to roll anything.
Alright.
Okay, now the Cougar, being insectoid, hive mind collecting creatures, you know, they know that something's amiss. It's like I'm gonna use ace spit all the time now.
Of course.
Your turn.
Okay, so stabilization roll,
I guess.
Or can one
Well,
of my
first,
guild
it's
members
a
come to
movement
me?
phase first, so.
Okay. It's a movement phase. Only this guy can actually go do something, so he'll charge.
Okay.
Here you go.
Phase done.
Yeah. Okay, one question here, and it will totally depend on you now. Can some of my recruits actually come to me, this guy like here, and put a healing potion in my mouth?
Okay, number 1. What healing potion?
Mildred, I'm always prepared, and I always do have one healing potion.
I see no healing potions here, my friend.
Seriously?
Yes.
Can we show the people our beautiful usable item cards? I mean, it's for showcase.
Of course you can. Look, people, here are the consumable cards.
And in action,
Here are
and
the
in action as
consumable
well.
cards that our lovely artist Ivana drew. As you can see, they are beautiful. Beautiful. They are something otherworldly. Shout out to Ivana again. She is a very talented artist. And yeah, there you go, Philip. We show the people the consumable cards.
Okay, can we now show them in action of me using
No,
them?
not really. I don't think so.
Okay, do any of my guys have any kind of medicine kit? Medkit? No.
Well, we can always
guess.
check, you know. Let's see. Special features, equipment, armor, medium shield, mace. Special features, equipment, armor, medium shield, blaster sword. Nope. Okay, next question.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh, I can't even begin to describe in words how much I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
Oh, Philip, go tell your parents. Go
Let's
tell your parents to stop watching porn. Oh.
Kill those bastards. Of course. Okay, let's continue then.
You sure you can continue?
These. Well, okay. I'll throw the
No,
stabilization roll first.
I'm talking about the ping. You see, it tells me you
Okay.
got 999 ping.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I said go
Okay.
tell your parents.
It's an internet, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I told you to go tell your parents.
Nope, it's not about them.
To stop watching porn, but I don't know if you heard me.
What? Screw you, dude. Okay, and now it normalized.
Okay,
Let's
if
continue.
765 ping is normal, then yeah, it sure did normalize. Oh, and that's failure. Okay. You have 2 failed death saves now, right? Philip. There we go. Oh, lovely. Technical problems. Oh, I can see he's dropping from Discord as well. Wow. Yep, Adrian. I think that's the case. I think Philip's internet, being a special case of bullshit, has now has consciousness on its own, and it's realized how badly Philip is getting wrecked. So it basically just wants to stop this, whatever it is. So Philip, you plan on returning or?
Okay,
Oh,
can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you, but your ping is constantly jumping to 500. So
It's now 90.
yeah.
So
Okay. Well, let's see. So you failed that save, so that's 2 that failed that saves with Keldon, right?
I got a 5, so it's a fail still.
Only a 6.
God damn it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so as I was saying, this guy charged and is going to use his boat of attacks on this worker. This one will attack this warrior. This one also with both attacks. This one as well. And these 2 will attack this warrior right here. So let's go. Let's go deal with this Vanguard. It's alone there. So he did charge, so he does have the advantage. And it's a crit.
Oh man! Another one bites the
Okay,
dust,
with-
and another one goes.
Okay, let's continue with another Vanguard. So he's attacking it. Actually, he does have ganging up on this
Yeah.
warrior.
How do you reckon? From the unconscious Kelren or the Voidbreaker recruit that's currently lying on the ground?
Well, they are surrounding it.
No. And no.
Oh, well, and it's a hit. 9.
Protection save.
Fail at it. So
Wait a second. You're unconscious. You didn't continue singing your song.
yes. So they don't have one
Yeah, they had
defensive
2.
rating.
Oh, look, it's a success.
No. Oh.
It's a warrior, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has 2. It's the defensive rating is 2 on a 5+. You negated one of their defensive ratings. You reduced it by 1 while you sang that song of aggression. You know, I'm gonna sing.
Okay,
you
yeah.
people. But now, since you're unconscious, you didn't continue singing. I mean, you're probably.
Sure, on this
I
turn,
think
yeah.
the Kugler really disliked your singing. You know, so. That's why they. Yeah,
Shouting,
that's why
okay.
they prioritized you.
Okay, then from the second attack, let's go. It's 7, so it's a hit.
On the warrior. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Protect save. And he succeeded.
Of course, you're going to. Okay, this one with disadvantage.
Adrian says when your companions do more than your character. Well, Adrian, you know, it's the case with Philip, isn't it? You know, at least with Kael'ren. I mean, that was the case throughout the whole campaign. So yeah. Oh, that's a miss.
A miss. And let's see.
3, 4, 7. A hit.
7. Yeah, you hit. Yep.
Oh my, that one went through. Amazing.
Yeah, and he deals 2 wounds and negates 2
Okay.
toughness. 3 wounds, pardon me. 3 wounds.
What?
You do remember I went up with Elder's Empowerment and they do deal extra wound.
So that was a recruit that dealt 3 wounds in a single hit.
Yeah.
My lord. Yeah, okay, definitely. The recruits do more than Kael'ren. Amazing.
Actually, now because I'm unconscious,
Definitely.
yes.
Okay,
but
so
Kael'ren will do 4 wounds.
from the floor, after slipping during his initial charge, from the floor, he managed to smack the living shit out of that Kugler warrior. Kudos to the Voidbreaker recruit. Kudos. Okay.
Yeah. Trained by Kael'ren.
And you have this one left. Oh, these 2 actually, right?
Yep. Yep. Trying to smack that Kugler down. So, normal attack. Let's see. So they managed to hit it. It's a miss first attack. Let's see the other one. It's a hit.
It went through.
And there you go. 3 wounds to negate
Bloody hell.
toughness.
Okay, so these 2 really went at it, you know? Yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah,
I'm
and
done.
the Kugler is like a mushy paste now. So, yep. Okay.
I'll bash you. You hid. Yeah.
Okay, well, this one's just gonna move here, and for their act phase, they are going to attack Kael'ren with both of their acid spit attacks because they hate you so much. And there we have it.
No, they don't.
There
You
we
do
have
for
it,
some
boys.
reason.
Kael'ren is dead. Nobody can revive him now. So ends the guild leader of the Voidbreaker killed by lowly Kugler workers.
Well, let's. Oh no, that's only lieutenants. Fucking hell! I forgot about the class features they actually
Yep,
have.
that's the lieutenants now. That's it. Yeah, there's no need, you know. You're just gonna charge into these boys and you're gonna get advantage, probably crit the living shit out of them, and that's it. Damn, this was fucking fast, man.
Yep,
What is
like
this?
always.
Took us what, like maybe was it 20 minutes?
Even less. If you just discount the fact that I got disconnected because internet.
Yeah, okay, so
and
even I said
if
EA
we-
combat at 1841 and it's 1916 now, so yeah, less than half an hour. Since the moment we started rolling initiative, probably, and this. Nice.
Yeah, and if we didn't explain anything, if we would just
Yeah,
only
I
be
know,
playing
I
and
know. But you gotta explain a little bit. At least a little bit.
yeah.
So,
okay.
Okay, so because, yeah, we're finished with combat presentation. We didn't go too much into explaining the rules because, number one, most of you know these rules by now because most of the people here have been connected with ROTS in some way or another over the years. Number two, most of you who are not have seen the combat yesterday. And number three, if there's really more interest in some of the combat mechanics, this is why the Q&A is here for. We are going to, proceed to the final part of our presentation and of our program within this convention. So let us begin. Yeah, with the big Q&A. You can ask us anything you want about rods. You can ask us, for that matter, you can ask us anything you want. It doesn't have to be related to rods. And let me start first with asking you, lovely 9 people currently watching us. What do you think? What do you think of our combat? What do you think of us? And questions specific to Ivana. Ivana, would you like to return back and play?
We do have space.
Yeah, no, not only that, but I mean, do you miss it? Yeah, that would be a more appropriate question. Do you miss it? Do you miss playing with us? So we'll see. Now we just have to account for the lag between them receiving what we just said and us receiving the comment and the answer to our question. Yeah.
So we pray to some kind of RNG internet.
No, I mean, you know, there's like almost 30 seconds of delay between everything we say and what we receive. So it could be 1 minute. And yeah, we'll see. I just got it now. I do miss it, but in real life. Yeah.
Well, in real life, that all of us probably want that. Actually, if this actually, a question for you, Joseph: can we come to Ireland to visit you for a month or two?
Look, sure, you can. I mean, no problem if you can find adequate accommodations.
I thought you were going to provide that.
Well, if you all want to cram into one living room, then like sardines, yeah, sure, I can provide it.
Okay, I have no problems with that.
Yeah, nothing like throwing.
I know Adrian is going to be close.
Nothing like throwing real dice and eating pizza. I completely agree.
Yes.
I really miss those times playing at Adrian's place. Yeah. I mean, as I said in the interview, I think the perfect way to play rods and, for that matter, any tabletop RPG at this point would be through Tabletop Simulator, but all in the same room with a little mini connected, everybody connected on LAN or the internet or whatever, and just moving the miniatures using the assets from Tabletop Simulator, the miniatures and the level design that we do and the maps. And everything else, like tokens, would be placed on real character sheets. Rolling of the dice would be real dice rolled. Yeah, that would be fucking amazing. Now you do all the benefits and no hassle of bringing miniatures with you and wasting time on preparing the battle map and stuff like that. With my farts, yes, the legendary Adrian farts. Jesus Christ, I forgot.
Yeah, it brought a tear, but not a tear of joy to my eyes now.
Definitely not tears of joy. They were tears, but definitely not of joy.
Of suffering.
Oh, man, I remember, yeah.
Something like that. Actually, we do have one monster specific that actually does that.
What?
Something similar. He stings. The Rot Fiend, if I'm not mistaken. It fucking stings.
Yes, the fiends have been changed, Philip. They have been buffed, and there is no Rot Fiend anymore.
Oh. Yeah. Oh well, sorry, Chechi, you are not part of the beast here anymore. I'm sorry. But yeah. Yeah, for you guys, what do you think of our new monster scrolls? You probably didn't see it.
Yeah, specifically to and what do you think? This is the fifth iteration of it or something like that, and I think it's the final one. Finally. Basically managed to put all the information that was supposed to be on the front side now.
Finally, it's even more beautiful.
I think she's gonna comment. The threat seal is a bit small.
Yeah, that's my gripe with it as well. But still,
look. Even if you zoom it out, look how clearly you can see the threat seal, because it's basically the only thing in color.
Okay, I do have one question, Joseph, and that's maybe something you can actually answer here. For all the people here watching, and maybe later on, from our next upcoming campaign, what can be expected from it? What is your vision for it?
What's my vision for it? Wow, Philip, okay, yeah, so what, we're approaching the active role now. If the chat isn't gonna ask questions, we are gonna ask ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, that's a question for you. You're my GM, I think I can do that.
Okay, so what can we expect from the campaign? Honestly, I don't know. We can all die on the first session, or we might not. I don't know. As I already told some people, it's going to be heavily edited. So the sessions are probably going to last anywhere from between 4 and 8 hours. I'm going to try to condense it and edit it with voiceover. The goal here is to reduce the length of the video to 1 hour maximum. The goal is, now if I'm going to be successful in that or not, we'll see. But there are a lot of situations, you know, when we're playing where there's just, you know, we're bullshitting around, so I don't think that needs to go into the video. The most funny parts definitely do, but yeah, most of the time we think we're funny, but we're not, actually not. So it's gonna be heavily edited, but I am going to aim to show the people a little bit of the mechanics, a little bit of how we role play, and a little bit of TTS as well. So we'll see. Personally, for you guys, you know, you've got that there's 5 players that's gonna be playing. There won't be any rotations, so we will all of those 5 players will be playing every single session. And the campaign will be structured similar to Darkest Dungeon, where you will have certain quests to choose from, and depending on what you choose, you will choose the quests before the sessions. So depending on what you choose for, that's how I will prepare the sessions. Of course, you know, the aim is to keep it a bit more structured than what I usually do, as to reduce the length of our sessions in real time. But because of the way I GM and because of you as my wonderful players who like to derail everything I do, yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be as condensed as I initially hoped. So we'll see. You know, I can't really tell you what's gonna happen. I know it's going to be hilarious. Whatever happens, it's going to be fucking fabulous. It's going to be fun. We haven't played in a long time now, so personally, I can't wait. Also, most of you people don't know this. I feel like it's a good opportunity to tell you now, because most of the guys that are going to be playing are here on this stream. My working hours have been reduced. So I am only going to be working Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, which means I'm 4 days off. My pay, thank God, has not been affected so drastically, so it's not like I'm gonna go hungry now. And all of this means that I will have more time to fiddle with rots and to prepare the campaign, which in turn means that we will probably be able to start playing a little bit sooner than I initially thought. So hopefully not at the end of March or the beginning of April, but at the beginning of March. We'll see. Hopefully that is the plan. So.
Well, depending on when we create our characters, actually, and send you the
Well,
text.
yeah, still, the plan is
to
finalize the bestiary, you know, so you do have a few more weeks. But, yeah, like, within a week, something concrete should be done.
Right.
We'll see, definitely.
Alright, we have no other questions.
Yeah, we're gonna wait a bit. You know
team.
that there is a lot of lag between whatever we say and whatever comments we do receive. So we are gonna wait a few more minutes. But if there are no other questions, then basically we are going to close this stream. As I said, we would love to re-interact with you guys, and if you got any questions, please feel free to ask them. It doesn't have to be anything related to rods. It can be whatever you want, you know. As I said, you can ask about how Philip is dealing with his alcoholic addictions if you want. If
No,
if that's something that interests you, or you can ask, how Muammar is dealing with his alcoholic addictions, and maybe he can answer you in the chat. So there you go. There you have it.
What's with you and alcoholic addictions?
I'm trying to make you to bring you on the right path, on the path of righteousness and sobriety, but I've been failing so much, so I'm using this opportunity.
Well,
if you haven't noticed,
I'm not a
if you haven't noticed, I'm using this opportunity to stage a little intervention for you and Muammar. So.
Wait, you forgot about Nenad, Little John, and everybody probably surrounded by
Nenad
you.
Is not a boozer like you folks. Nenad is a serious worker and a family guy, so no. Okay, I can't speak for Little John because Little John is Irish, so I mean, there's that.
Oh, how discriminating now.
Ivana says, let your players use more potions so people can see them. Yes, Ivana, definitely we will be using more of them in the official campaign.
Where was this support when I needed it?
Well, I really don't know what you're expecting here, Philip. I mean, Adrian offered to join me on my side. So...
No, Alba is always rooting against me. Nenad is not here to support me, actually. He would be probably the only one who would be kind of neutral about it. And there's even that could have said this earlier to help me, maybe. So there's that.
Look. We
can
all
clearly
knew,
see,
we all knew that Kaelin was gonna get wrecked. It wasn't a question of if; it was only a question of how.
Of course it was. And you and your fucking crits. Really? 6 attacks and 4 out of 6
but
are
I was
crits?
even more amazed of my protection saves. Have you noticed? There was a lot of 5s, man.
That's what you get for having a Joseph as a GM. He will destroy you utterly, completely. But yeah, family-friendly fun, my ass.
Family-friendly affair. Casual gaming. That's what ROTS is. Especially when I GM it.
Oh, let's not go in there. What we throw. I mean, if you're going to throw us as many problems as we can solve them, I mean, many problems that we can actually solve them, we're going to derail the campaign again.
Yeah, but it was fun. And I said it once, and I'm gonna say it. Yeah,
Really?
I'm gonna say it live now. I'm fucking proud of how you handled the situation with the last campaign. You had like 1 million problems all fucking you over at the same time, and you really dealt with it responsibly, like proper adults. I mean, obviously different than what you would done in real life. So yeah, definitely, I'm proud.
Definitely, different than in real life. In real life, people probably just pick out things and would say, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
I just went to the nearest bar and get drunk as fuck. I know.
Yeah. But here, well, yeah.
Isn't that
needed to transpire? But you were crazy with those.
Well, what do you mean? What? It wasn't crazy. It was a bit.
You were crazy with the amount of.
It was a bit over the top.
Of the amount of problems we had.
It was a bit over the top. It was, but only a bit. I was just asking if you could handle it, and you did. You showed me that after 5 years of having me as a GM, you really grew as players, and so there's that.
Well, not to mention 2 of our player characters died, and with third one we don't know what happened. But talking about Ivana's character, actually, could we expect any cameos in our next campaign? Oh, definitely. Okay, nice.
All right.
So will you be referencing any of our past campaign to the
come on,
people
Philip. I mean,
Kaelin
is leading this whole expedition, if you want to call it so. From the beginning, you're gonna get connections to the previous sections. The beauty of it all is that you don't have to have any past knowledge of whatever happened in the past campaign, because this is like basically a standalone one. But for those that were there will be some the references which things which you will understand. Adrian says if
And also shout out to What?
someone donates me Zweihander, I would deal with situations just like I did with Christoph.
So no, it's a no.
Ivana says, Philip, just because we hugged once doesn't mean I'll have your back in every situation.
I have wonderful friends, and I have wonderful party members in this game. That's all I'm going to say now.
Muammar says, I have no problems with that as well, I just need the roof.
Well,
I mean, he just needs a roof. I'm guessing he's talking about...
and a bottle.
I'm guessing he's talking about...
of
coming
liquid,
here,
probably.
coming to Jesus Christ, Muammar. You react to this only now? Okay. Okay, this is bad. It took him like, what, 10 minutes?
He's drunk.
Yeah,
He doesn't
probably.
know. I told
Hell,
you.
man.
He's remembering now what happened half an hour ago.
Jeez.
But yeah, let's not make this stream 3 hours long, just like the last one. So maybe to end it now. If there are no questions anymore.
Really, Philip, you want to go so soon?
Joseph is dying out of your questions.
Yes. Okay. We'll give it one or two more minutes, and if there are no questions in the chat, we will end this. Whatever this was.
Probably embarrassing myself and ourselves.
Look, I think
so-
the interview was fucking interesting, you know?
Oh, interview was the main whole point of this video. The other half of the video is you embarrassing me all the time,
Yeah.
and my part not having my back. So just like usual day. So
Ivana says, to be honest, I love long streams. Thank you, guys. No, thank you. Thank you not just for the art that you did, but thank you also for joining us on these streams and supporting the team. So yeah, it wouldn't be what it is. Rots wouldn't be what it is if it weren't for you, and we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. So yeah, even if you are not playing with us at the moment, you will always be remembered fondly, at least by me.
and by me and by Adrian, of course. And such a shame that Muammar wasn't able to meet you, but I'm sure we'll have chance for it.
One day. Okay, well, I guess
One day.
I guess this is it. All right. So, thank you all, you lovely 8 people still watching us. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for your patience. You're saying it like I died or something. No. I'm just saying it with the respect you deserve. Thank you for everything. If you, as the convention organizer said before, if you want to donate anything for the poor bastards struck by the earthquakes, and I hear there was another one today, something like that.
Yeah, two of them
So if you
actually.
want to donate anything, there are instructions on the official Discord channel how you can do it.
Of contribution, yes.
Anything donated goes to a charity organization that the organizer also dealt with before. So it's not the situation like with Red Cross that they're gonna take it for themselves. And with that, yeah, this is basically it. Hopefully we're gonna start the campaign soon, and then we're gonna have more content for you lovely people to see.
Also, mandatory, if you're interested in rots and wish to know more, please check out Discord server where you can chat with us, ask us anything, and possibly maybe join us in our fellow adventures.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
After this official campaign, who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows? Well, that's it. Do I have to do the mandatory like and subscribe? I mean, I did it.
Oh yes, I was just
I
going
did
to
it in the middle of the video. Doesn't that count?
No, you embarrassed me, so you must do it
Really?
again. Again, just for Emmerich that isn't here, isn't supporting us for some reason. I don't know what. What? So, let us hear one more time with joy.
With joy in my words. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Please fucking like and subscribe. Also, fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you for your fucking ads.
And this is the reason why Joseph didn't go to music school.
Basically. Godspeed, adventurers.